We're so close to AMD's upcoming Ryzen 2000 series launch, and you know what that means. Intel's going to be scrambling to release something new. Or wait, no, I mean leaks. That, and I've got an update on Nvidia's possible GPU release. So stay tuned. Welcome back to GamerMeld. AMD's Ryzen 2000 series is set to launch in April. That's just 1 month away, so you'd better believe we'll be seeing plenty of leaks, like the ones just found by ComputerBase. The leaks were spotted in FutureMark's 3D Mark, and they're pretty interesting. The CPU benchmarked is the Ryzen 2700X, the successor to the extremely popular 1700X. Just like the 1700X, the 2700X is an 8-core 16-thread CPU with 16MB of L3 cache and rated at 95 watts TDP. But forget about that, the part that's most interesting is its clocks. Before I show you though, keep in mind, they could be wrong. Sometimes benchmark suites simply aren't that accurate when it comes to frequencies and all that good stuff, but if this is accurate, the Ryzen 7 2700X was clocked at 3.7 GHz base, which puts it at a pretty impressive 300 MHz over the 1700X. It continues this trend with a 4.1 GHz boost that also puts it 300 MHz above the 3.8 GHz boost of the 1700X. Not only that, but there's another benchmark that shows the 2700X with a boost clock of 4.2 GHz. That's more than likely due to the XFR boost, which adds another 100 MHz when the CPU is cooled well enough. So what does all this mean? Well, I don't know if it'll be enough to handily beat Intel's current Coffee Lake chips at gaming, but it honestly could be really close. Plus, if games begin better supporting all of Ryzen 7's 8 cores and AMD ups their IPC a little, the company could seriously give Intel a run for their money. And that's just the gaming side of the coin. AMD already competes with Intel's comparable chips and professional workloads that take advantage of all those cores. If they are able to up their frequency by 300 MHz, the company could seriously be the absolute go-to chip for those types of professional workloads as it was when first-gen Ryzen was released. Basically, things are getting pretty exciting for AMD's upcoming Zen Plus architecture, but of course, only time will tell. Speaking of time, sometimes as it goes on, we learn new things, which brings me to our next story. I know I just did a video concerning rumors that Nvidia would be releasing graphics cards at GTC, but as an update, it seems Tom's Hardware disagrees. Unfortunately, these are still unnamed sources, but I highly doubted the original story all that much to begin with, and their confidence is incredibly high that Nvidia will not be releasing their newest GPUs anytime soon. I know that's bad news for most, but it does seem Tom's Hardware has cleared up the naming scheme given their sources are accurate. I originally thought it was odd that readers specifically said Turing was a gaming chip, but most other outlets decided to roll with it being for miners because of who it would be named after. Still, it was readers who actually disclosed the news in the first place. Either way, Tom's Hardware seems to solidify that. According to them, Ampere is the successor to Volta on the server side of computing, while Turing is more than likely a derivative for gaming. This does mean that Nvidia plans on splitting up the naming scheme of their architectures based on what they're for, whether it be gaming, possibly mining, etc. And if they do split up even mining computations, that could be great for keeping miners off gaming cards. The issue is that they both utilize the same type of compute units, but maybe there's a chance the software will be far better optimized for one over the other. Who knows though? It's yet another one of those just wait and sees. So while that does it for today, what did you think of the news? Ready for AMD's 2nd generation Ryzen, or are you just happy with their current offering? What about GPUs? Still unable to get one? Let me know down in the comments below. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to GamerMeld for all things gaming hardware news and reviews. And as always, have a great day.